Once upon a time, in a small village between green mountains, there was a river that flowed around like a soft ribbon. Little houses with straw roofs stood by the river, and golden rice fields spread out all around. In the fields, farmers wore big hats and used their hands to pick the golden rice. The people in the village were very kind and loved each other. The village had a magical fairy tale that everyone loved to tell. It was a story about surprises, bravery, and the wonderful power of love. Văn Linh, the oldest brother, 18 years old. He is kind, smart, and hardworking. Văn Lang, the younger brother, 10 years old.
Brother, what's so fascinating about those books? Come out and practice with me. Strength is what really matters. You are strong now, but what you learn from books is like small seeds. These seeds grow slowly and will help you solve problems.
My children, no matter what happens, always remember that family is the most important.
One day, the father became very sick. He lay in bed, weak and unable to get up. Father smiled weakly and spoke his last loving words to his sons.
Always remember, brothers are the most important. Never forget that.
The stepmother, who had long hidden jealousy and hatred for Văn Linh, saw this as her chance to carry out her dark plan. The stepmother wanted to get rid of Văn Linh because she didn't want him to get all of the family's money and land. She told her own son, Văn Lang, to take his brother into the forest. There, she wanted Văn Lang to leave Văn Linh alone so that the wild animals could hurt him.
Remember, my dear, only if Văn Linh is gone can we live happily. Everything will be ours.
But Văn Linh is my brother. I can't do something bad to him.
Văn Lang didn't want to do what his mother asked, but he also didn't want to make her upset, so he pretended to agree. When he got to the edge of the forest, Văn Lang told his brother Văn Linh the truth.
My mother will try to hurt you. So, you should find a way to run away. Little brother, it's time for me to go. Take care of yourself and live well. I will miss you a lot. Brother, when we grow up and have a chance, we will meet again.
Văn Linh turned his back, his sad eyes looking at the big forest ahead. The wind whispered through the trees, leaving behind his dear home and his little brother standing still. Văn Linh now was all alone in a strange place. He wandered around, not knowing where to go. One day, he found his way back to his mother's grave, lay down on it, and cried,
Mom, I miss you so much. I don't know where to go or what to do now.
From the high sky, the phoenix flew down with its big wings. Its feathers were bright and shiny like sunlight.
Don't be scared, my dear. I'm your mother's spirit. I will take you to a safe place and be with you every day.
The phoenix spread its shiny, golden wings under the bright sun. Văn Linh sat safely on its back, feeling warm and protected. Cool wind blew by, carrying the sweet smell of wildflowers as they flew higher, touching the white clouds. Van Linh looked down. His heart was excited, but he wasn't afraid, because he knew the strong and gentle phoenix was protecting him. The phoenix and Van Linh flew up to the tall mountain. On the top, there was a small cozy hut. The mountain was quiet and the hut felt safe, like a little home just for him. During the day, the phoenix disappeared. But at night, the bird flew back to stay with Van Linh and protect him. At the foot of the mountain, there was a small, simple house. The house was cozy, made of wood with a straw roof. Inside the house lived a girl named Min Chao, 15 years old. She was a gentle and kind-hearted girl, always treating those around her with kindness. She lived with her maid, Lan, and they took care of each other, weaving cloth to make a living.
We keep hearing that sound from the mountain. I want to find out. Let's go tomorrow.
It's strange. Like someone reading. I'll go with you. Let's be careful.
Both girls were very curious, since they heard the call of a phoenix bird on the mountain. They also heard a loud voice reading books until the sun came up. They wanted to know where the sounds were coming from, so one day, they made up their minds to climb up to the top of the mountain to find out who was singing and reading. They were brave and excited to start their adventure. As they neared the peak, they saw a young man sitting under a tree, reading a book. Surprised and intrigued, Min Chao realized this was the person who had been reading aloud every day. Min Chao and Van Linh met for the first time at the mountain hut, and then they quickly became friends, sharing stories and laughter. Over time, their friendship grew stronger, and soon they were spending 2 years together. Min Chao helped Van Linh with his studies every day. Her gentle presence and support made his studying easier. Finally, Van Lin's name was written on the golden board, and he was now a scholar of the royal court. The whole town celebrated his success, proud of his achievements and the honor he brought to his family. Van Linh rode proudly through the village gates. The village, once quiet, now buzzed with excitement, welcoming home one of their own in triumph.
I'm glad you're back. This is our home now. A safe place where we can stay together. Van Lang. It's so good to see you.
This is impossible. How could we survive? I will not let him ruin my plans again.
Oh no!
Stepmother's eyes were wide with shock, her body trembling as she lay there, unable to get up. The weight of her own evil plans now felt heavier than ever. She knew her time of control was slipping away. For the first time in a long time, she wished she could take back everything, to undo all the harm she had caused. Her heart ached with the weight of her mistakes. Slowly, her body transformed into a cricket, her once cruel heart now filled with sorrow and humility. With a gentle flutter, the cricket spread its wings and flew up into the sky. She flew higher and higher, disappearing into the clouds. From that day on, she would no longer cause harm, but would live quietly among the stars. After many adventures, Van Linh and Min Chao realized how much they cared for each other. They lived a peaceful and happy life. Side by side, their love story became a beautiful memory that everyone in the village would tell for years to come.
Thank you so much for watching our story. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel via AI Magic.